Hello my friends, we are back. Welcome to another Division 2 build video. I know, it's been a long time since I last posted, and we're going to do things a little differently for the time being. I've been struggling with time lately, and that is why I haven't had the chance to upload all the build videos that I would like for you guys. It is simply the fact that it takes me so long to edit the gameplay part of the video. What if we don't do gameplay? Is that gonna be okay? Let me know down in the comments please. I would love to know what you think on the matter. As always, remember to hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, destroy the notification bell so you never ever miss another video. In this way, I can get some videos out for you guys in timely fashion. So yeah, if you want to see gameplay, I happen to use my builds extensively on my Twitch channel. I stream most days, link will be down in the description. Feel free to come ask me any questions or leave any comments down in the comment section. Also, you would see me use the builds way before I release them on here in YouTube, as I test them to make sure they're the best they can be. Or, if you just want to see some kick-ass non-stop PvP action, you're welcome to come and check me out. Okay, let's get into the build. This is my most used build in 10.1. I've been using it since the data patch dropped. It is an AR build for medium and close range. It has 1.5 million armor and 60% crit chance and 176.5% crit hit damage, so we do a lot of damage. Issue is, we have no Hasbro, so we are very vulnerable to foam and other status effects. How do we overcome that, you ask? We play at range. We do so much damage that we can melt a skill user or those intimidate Lady Death players from far before they can even get to us to foam us or dunk on us with their Lady Death. By the time they get to us, they're already respawning for the next skill, if you know what I'm saying. This build comfortably competes with everyone out there. Close range builds, medium range builds, skill users, snipers. If you see him, you kill them all. However, if you misplay and you get foamed, you're probably dead. I do have another build coming that I use with AR and a lot of Hasbro that you can pull out in case of a lot of foam users that you just simply can't get away from. So stay tuned for that one. Okay, let's get into the individual pieces and what we have rolled on them. First, let's look at the stats, as I always forget for you guys. We have 1.5 million armor, so we're relatively tanky. We also have 60% crit hit chance and 176.5% crit hit damage. We also have 90% headshot damage from Providence in our watch. For our mask, we have a Providence mask with 15% headshot damage as a brand bonus. And for the other ones, we also get for 2 piece 10% crit chance extra and 15% crit hit damage for the third piece. On the mask, we have armor, crit chance, crit damage, and a crit damage mod. Right? For our holster, we have a Fenris holster with 10% assault rifle damage as a brand bonus, which is a no-brainer. We're playing assault rifle, so having the Fenris one piece anyway in the build is a must-have, right? Only one piece, you don't need the rest. One piece, 10% AR damage, very, very strong. Comes with armor, crit hit damage, crit hit chance, right? That's all we need. It's a almost god roll piece. You can see quite a good piece this that I have. Try aim for something similar. Then we have, for our knee pads, we have the Fox Prayer knee pads. They are the named Overlord Armaments knee pads. You can farm them from the light side in Overlord target loot areas, right? They're best in slot knee pads because they give us the attribute of plus 8% damage to target out of cover. This right here is a multiplicative stat, which is absolutely amazing, and yeah, it just gives us a lot of damage. It is by far best in slot, even though we don't use a rifle. This 8% damage target out of cover makes it absolutely best in slot. Just here, I would like to have crit hit damage ones. I'm still on the hunt for that. Just like I don't have the correct gloves either, but you know, this is a very, very close second, right? Then, speaking of, for our gloves, we're using Sombra gloves with crit hit damage 15% is the extra brand set bonus, which is fantastic. Armor, crit chance, crit damage, right? Amazing gloves. But Best in slot would be by far the contract. Oh, it's not by far. They are better, not much better, because as you can see, the group where you get 15% crit damage, and obviously another bunch crit chance, crit damage, right? But with the contractors, what we have here is damage to armor, which is another multiplicative stat. It's what makes them best in slot, even though we don't use an LMG. This 8% damage to armor is still insanely powerful, right? Unfortunately, I have them with headshot damage. If I had ones with crit hit damage, I would be using them, but that's what we have, right? But if you have contractor gloves with this, definitely use them instead. The Sombra are a close second if you don't have them, right? For our backpack, we're using a Providence backpack, which is, part of the set, with weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage, and a crit damage mod with the concussion talent. You have options for the backpack, but concussion is a very powerful talent as you get damage while you're shooting and also extra damage if you kill your opponent with a headshot. Going for headshots has always been important, and now more than ever, with everyone using a Crusader / Striker shield, as it takes way too long to break a shield and then go for the kill. It will be much better to just go for the headshot and ignore the shield for the most optimal time to kill. A lot of people can't do that though. This is where aim practice comes in. But if you don't feel comfortable, alternatively, you can opt for vigilance. Vigilance gives you a lot of damage, but the talent falls off the moment you take damage. Amazing talent for when you're the one starting the fight. I personally prefer concussion. Let me show you the talent right here, vigilance. I personally prefer concussion as I always get the bonus as I always play for the headshots. Also, having a talent that only works on headshots kind of forces me to think about aiming for the head, as I know that I don't have a backpack talent if I hit body shots. So that's sort of a way to make yourself conscious of it and maybe play better? Question mark? Maybe it works for you. I hope. Let me know. Moving on to the chess piece. It is the last piece of the puzzle, and it is a Providence defense chess piece, giving us that last third bonus. This one is almost a a perfectly gold rolled one with 14.9% weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage mod, and of course, my favorite talent in the game, Unbreakable. When your armor is depleted, repair 95% of your armor. Or in PvP, it's half your armor, right? Let me show you this so we don't get misled, right? 50% of your armor. So on 1.5, I get half of it the moment my armor dies. So you basically have effective 1.5 plus another half, right? And the cooldown is every 60 seconds. So when they break it, you just wait for 60 seconds, you get it back, and off you go again, right? Unbreakable has always been amazing because as armor is your lifeline, having half your armor come back to you as soon as it's broken is a lifesaver. And I can't tell you how many unfair fights I've had where I know I should be dead, but I somehow am alive and victorious. But you gotta understand, it's not a damage talent. If you really want to maximize your damage and you don't think that surviving is an issue at that current engagement, you could opt for Spotter and change your spec to Technician and use the laser on your FAL from the Technician spec to become a spotting machine and also do 15% multiplicative damage to spotted enemies. It's just amazing, and also you provide your squad with very vital, important information about enemy positions. I gotta be honest though, I mostly use Unbreakable and change to a Spotter variant if I have a healer and I'm feeling safe to dish out as much damage as I can. If you want me to drop that Spotter build, please let me know down in the comments and I can make a video for you guys so you can see for yourselves what I'm talking about, if I wasn't clear here. The specialization we're going for is, of course, the Firewall specialization. It is just an insane spec for PvP. The medkit is so strong. It can be used in an offensive or defensive manner. The fire on armor break is very annoying and devastating for your enemy. Thankfully, that is going away in Tier 11, but it's still going to be one of the best, if not the best specs, even for next patch. As for our skills, we are using either the Jammer Pulse or the Emp Sticky for 1v1s, right? Why are we using the Jammer Pulse, you ask? Well, It works really well against skills on the ground, such as healing hives of the enemy healer, perhaps, or stickies, or balls on the ground, anything on the ground, even shields. Sometimes you can disrupt by holding down the jammer. It works really well most of the time. Um, and what I have been loving lately and been using almost exclusively, especially in 1v1 situations, is the EMP Sticky Bomb. Why is it good, you ask, for 1v1s? Well, for a 1v1, the Sticky EMP, if used properly, is the most powerful skill at the moment. It staggers your opponent, and they can't do anything while they're staggered. Next up, they're disrupted for a much longer time than what the jammer is if they don't have any Hespro. So take this scenario. I stagger my opponent and I do a lot of damage to them, and they just can't pull out their shield, so they can't proc their in sync, leaving them in a state where they're defenseless and they also are losing damage. Now they're just sitting there, taking all that damage, and we have everything up, just pummeling them over and over, leaving them with nothing but the gray "you're dead" screen. As for a second skill, we have the Striker Shield from the Firewall spec. It gives us damage if our enemies are in front of us. Yes, you actually get free damage when you use the shield variant. The shield also procs you in sync, allowing our FAL to do stupid damage. As you can see, everything synergizes really well, and the whole build really comes together, making you into an unstoppable killing machine. As far as the weapons are concerned, we're using a FAL with air damage, health damage, and damage to target out of cover as the attributes, with InSync as our talent. InSync being by far the strongest damage talent in the game right now. It's just insane. It does so much damage. As for a secondary weapon, we're using the golden OD, the Eagle Bearer, our beloved Eagle Bearer. It's still really good, guys. The way we use it though is a little bit different. We either finish a kill to immediately get the tenacity, or we start a kill chain by killing, maybe if you solo or whatever, you kill the squishiest guy first very quickly, and then you start chaining those headshots, and it just really allows you to kill multiple players at the same time, playing around that tenacity buff and just killing everybody around you. Sidearm doesn't really matter. I just like to pull the little shotgun, double barrel sort of shotgun out, and just killing that squishy player in like 2 tap is just really, really, really satisfying. You just watch them explode. Other than that, we mostly use the FAL and the Eagle Bearer, and yeah. Okay, I think that about covers it all. I wanted to keep it short and sweet, but also help you understand why each piece is where it is and what purpose it serves for the build. Please let me know down in the comments how you feel about this style of build video with no gameplay. It is very important to me to know what you guys want to see from me. As I said before, come check me out on Twitch. I'm live most days, and ask me any questions about the builds that you might have. Also, see future builds way before they even get published here. That's about it, guys. Like, subscribe, notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Godlike out.